When I first started coaching my clients back in 2010, this amazing thing that I call the pressure-free method, I had no idea that it would be helping people to the level that it started to do. Ugh. I need to start over. I just got done coaching. I've been coaching most of the day, so bear with me here. I really didn't believe what was happening for some of my clients, including myself. Like, I thought I was initially just helping people perform better, to be able to do their sports better, be able to play their instruments better without all that stress and anxiety. I had no idea that what I was doing was going to have such profound effects on people's health. And so just last week, I had a client say, I haven't been sick since I learned the pressure-free method. And then I had another client who recently told me that they used to have migraines, constant migraines, and they have no migraines anymore. Like, it just doesn't happen. And so I have a very simple little set of tools that I use to help people release migraines. And it's so effective that they can use it anytime, any place. So this method I created, it really prevents so much unnecessary suffering for people. It is a neuroscience-based, scientific method that really has the power to keep you healthy physically and mentally. Because the one impacts the other. If you're unwell physically, it affects your mental health. And if you're not doing well mentally, it affects your physical health. The stress response affects all of it. So by breaking the stress response, by actually helping you not trigger fight or flight, every organ of your body can start to work better. So let's go to the heart for a moment, because I have so many of my clients say, wow, my heart numbers are better. I'm not so worried anymore. So that incessant little in the back of the mind worrying, if you have high blood pressure or some numbers that aren't so good for your heart, that's a really big deal. It can constantly be causing you to stay in fight or flight. So if you can really figure that out and work on this method with me, we can get those heart numbers into a better space for you. They call stress the silent killer for a reason. It really sneaks up on you. Every time you trigger the stress hormones for the slightest annoyance or something that's really major, you're bringing fat and glucose to the middle of your body. I lost pounds of stress fat right in here, right in the torso, when I first started using this method on myself. And it was fascinating because those were bands that I had since high school. They were bands of fat that, because I would get nervous before certain track meets, actually, especially the big ones. So anytime we trigger fight or flight, we're putting bands of fat in that area. So that is a huge change for a lot of people. Some of my clients who have always wanted to lose weight finally are losing it, because it's not the fat that's accumulated because of diet or exercise. They might do that very well. It's the fat that's accumulated because of stress. So reduction of stress fat, that's huge for a lot of my clients, and that fat that's building up around our arteries and near our heart. Asthma and allergies, that's another place where a lot of my clients have had so much success using my method. So every time we trigger fight or flight, it can cause our throats to close. It can cause a lot of tightness in this area. Some people's speech gets really garbled when they're nervous, and that's because this whole area changes. You'll see people who have I'll try to do it. It's hard for me to do it now. Like this, do you see all this? Like these cords? So that shows me that they're holding a lot of tension there in their neck. And when we trigger fight or flight, those stress hormones cause a lot of tension there. So I remember I had a little 10-year-old who was working with me who had serious allergies, like nonstop. And at the end of our work together, I said, so tell me, how are your allergies? And he goes, what allergies? They were completely gone. He wasn't experiencing any problems with allergic reactions anymore. And that's because his body had finally gotten to a space where his immune system was working well for him and not overreacting. So allergies, asthma, tightening of the throat here, that's been something that a lot of my clients have noticed and has made a big difference for them. Let's see. Gosh, there's so many. Eyesight, hair growth. One of my clients was at the hairdresser and she already has a lot of hair. And she goes, my hairdresser's having to take out more hair than usual. Does pressure-free make your hair grow? And the answer is yes, because the nutrients can't get out to our scalp or our skin when we are in fight or flight. So when you break the stress cycle, your skin improves. My skin has just improved so much, I can't even believe it's mine. And your hair improves. Like your hair will come in better, thicker, more beautiful. Your nails will improve. Like pretty much everything does, because you're finally getting the nutrients out to the cells. When we go into fight or flight, it's very difficult for our nutrients to get out to our cells to do the work that we need them to. That gets to digestion. I can't even tell you how many clients I have worked with over these years. Out of the hundreds I've worked with, a high percentage have either feelings of nausea when they go into fight or flight, or they binge eat, or they can't eat at all. There's something going on with the digestive system. And when we can get the digestive system working well for you, it's almost like a miracle for some of my clients. I have had clients who would get instant diarrhea when they went into fight or flight, or have to go to the bathroom. I'd have clients who would be very constipated, like just the opposite. And I would also have clients say to me that they have so much pain down there. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to go to school. I remember so many kids growing up who would complain about stomach aches, and the stomach aches really, thank you for the love, whoever that was. The stomach aches would be basically caused by stress. So the physician would say, there's really nothing wrong here. Well, there is something wrong. It's called the release of stress hormones. That's what we help here. So if you or someone that you love has a lot of stomach pain, if they have colitis, IBS, anything weird going on down there, pressure-free can be such a relief to them to finally be, like one of my clients said, I'm finally normal down there. So we want you to be normal. Let's see, I thought I had a bladder issue after my third baby. No, it's just that we were outnumbered and we were travel hockey people and there weren't enough hands to do everything that we had to do. So I was just getting a little anxious about things. So that's kind of funny. But when I started using pressure-free, I had no issues down there anymore. So, and we could talk about all those precious family jewels too, because there's a lot. My most watched videos on YouTube, by the way, are the ones on prostate health and cancer. And that's a big deal for me. I have all boys. I really care about this. And I want people to be healthy. I want people's bodies to work well for them and their minds. So that's really a lot of physical things. We could go on and on about the things mentally and the mental health that pressure-free helps people with. But it just gives you a little taste of some of the things. I've worked with so many athletes and people to heal after surgery. You can heal almost twice as fast from surgery, from injury, when you use the pressure-free method. This is huge for athletes. I've helped athletes heal so much faster. They have to really dig in with me. They have to really want this. But when I work with them and show them how to keep their bodies from releasing stress hormones, the second flood of hormones actually reduces the ability of the body to heal. And so when we can work on that together, it's pretty miraculous what can happen. So somebody gave me some love out there in Facebook land. I'm so grateful. I put this on for you. These are just free little videos. If you want to go deeper, just go to speakwithelle.com. Let's book a call together. Let's get together. There's just way too much suffering, and I am here to help. And I give trainings to groups of any size all over the world. So virtually, we can do just about anything. I wish you a great pressure-free night. Bye.